swear, bitch.
Well, I went back in time and I got my hair. Went back in time and got my Steelers Nation Australia headband. We'll get you some like high socks. We'll get you some like these shorts.
Hey, you're standing up. Easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fury.
So when JJ52 says, will Ray Gun make the 53? No, she's cut.
You're not going to take Ray Gun. I know a place, Western Pennsylvania, where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long
Call her
snap.
Dr. Boogie or Dr. Get Down and tell her she has a PhD in Get Down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and I'm gonna knock you out, she might have won. Welcome, everybody, to the Hewley Dooley University Weekly Awards. I'm your host, filling in for Mark from Steelers Nation Australia. Mark asked me to if we can still do it, and myself and Shane said we absolutely will. You guys can check out Mark's video on his on Steelers Nation Australia. We wish him well. He's in our hearts and prayers, and he'll be back when he can be. So we're going to hold down the fort. I'm Bubba Brewer of the Steelers Dynasty Podcast, and I'm going to welcome my special field correspondent, Mr. Shane Stodmiller. Shane, how you doing?
So we're carrying the guide on for
Yeah,
Mark
we are carrying the baton of Steeler justice today until Mark is ready to come back. So yeah, and like I said, I don't want to take any more into it. I just I've been texting him. He's been texting me. I wish him all the best in my prayers. And anybody can go see he just did a video, I think about 15 minutes ago. So,
Yep.
Yeah. So we're with you, Mark, and we're going to carry on. And even though this game is
In the book.
God, it's just still in my crawl because I was watching a lot of Steeler talk yesterday after that Steeler loss. Like I get upset.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Bubba, did Tammy make you put a sign in your yard that says free kittens?
No, because we got 3 cats. And then
because I thought you literally had kittens that night, like at 1 a.m. Meow, 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 like kittens came out of you.
Well, I couldn't believe that, man. That was such a travesty. I know I always take the Steelers, and everybody, thanks for tuning in tonight. I didn't see that coming like that. I mean, we had that big, long rain delay. Oh, my God. It was just raining. It was like a storm. It looked like remember when Jurassic Park, when Wayne Knight tried to steal that dino stuff, and he got caught in the Jeep?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what the rain looked like, So we had to wait for that. That was a 9:45 kickoff.
It's an hour and 40 minutes past when it probably would have kicked off.
Yeah, I mean, and Devil's like, he can't watch. Well, I'm not ready to set him on fire, Devil, but there's a lot of stuff that I don't like, and a lot of injuries at this time are just decimating us. And there's nothing you can do about injuries. Like I was talking to Shane. Shane, I was talking to you off camera about there's no outside linebackers but 2.
2 is 1 and 1 is none, right? So that's the old.
And if that one goes down, we're in serious. It's going to be a code red.
Well,
I'm here.
I don't know. We'll get into it tomorrow, but I've heard usually prognosticators on ESPN and even the D-back that left the field, I'm not going to say his name, for the Cowboys said, hey, Pickens sucks. You need a number 2. so god darn true.
Well, speaking of George Pickens, you cannot be lackadaisical in your route running because somebody will show it on Twitter, and that's what I saw today. I saw his lackluster of running the routes. That's not good either, Shane.
Yeah, I just put lazy POS in the. Oh, it didn't post. How about bum?
Well, I can't sleep. I had a hard time sleeping, Gene, during that game. I threw my headset because that was 20 seconds to go.
20
seconds to go.
They couldn't make a stop, and they played like prevent the whole way. I've seen that shit too much this year with teams. They get up and they try not to lose, and they end up losing instead of playing to win. You know, you're gonna have to take a risk and try to get a first down, and I don't know. That prevent defense, the only thing that prevents you from doing is winning.
Well, I was on a show today. I was on Ralph Williams's Wrestle Talk. We talked a little bit of Steeler stuff, and he said something about actually Patrick Queen. And I said, well, I thought he would be a little better, but also, too, it takes time. Yeah, it is a joke. It takes time for new players to come and grasp the concept of maybe the Steelers schematics. Would you agree with that or disagree?
I don't know. These guys are professionals. They've been playing college ball and high school ball. They should understand what a cover 4 is and the schemes and the it's not the defense doesn't change. The zone read doesn't. The fundamentals don't change. What changes is the verbiage. So, they might call an apple, but they might call it at the Steelers, an apple might be
and Gene brings up a good point. Gene, you bring up a good point. Like Smoking Jimmy Frazier said today, they gave him the dot, and maybe he would be better without the dot. But it would be
what's the dot? Is that the captain? Is that the captain?
He'd be calling the plays from the sidelines. You know what I mean? He's calling the plays in and out. So it would probably be LaDainian Roberts, because I think Holcomb did it before he got hurt. But I mean,
yeah,
it's hard to say. I just don't know where this defense has been the last 2 weeks. And I was okay last week. I wasn't happy. But this week, I am just upset. And I don't like losing to the Cowboys in that kind of fashion, because they were, from the 20 to the 20, and we stopped them numerous times. When you get 3 turnovers and a blocked field goal, what is the chances that you actually win the game, Shane? Probably.
You should win the game if they won the turnover battle. They won the possession. They literally they possessed the ball. Now, when we were doing our live cast, I said there's too much time on the clock.
You did,
and there's nothing they could do about that. You got to score when it's not like they're just saying, hey, let's take a knee. You can't do that. So if you're a Steeler fan, and 3 weeks ago you said, you know what, you're going to have the lead. They're going to hand it over to the defense. All they got to do is stop them and get the ball back. What would you say, Bubba? You'd say that's fantastic. That's the position you want to be in as a Steelers fan. You don't want to be in a position where Fields is playing catch up.
No. I mean, it boggles my mind. And Chloe got the hat. All right.
High quality, she said.
High quality. Well, at SNS Screen Printing in Indiana,
ask for Patrick.
Pat does a great job. He's got some more hats. I got to get some finances. I might have to do a GoFundMe or something between podcasting and wrestling and life in general.
We need to do a Patreon on here and have a special show just for the special fans, and also every month we'll do like a drawing on the Patreon for like a hat or like a koozie or something like that.
Yeah, these are the ones I have from my experience one. My sister made these. Yeah.
So you get some swag, and
well, and we're trying to do, and we're doing the best we can with our podcast show. And I know Mark has been doing stuff with his community, and his community is just vast,
thriving
of a community. those people. I mean, we had Gene on the show, on the live. I mean,
Right.
Hey, I wish I could give Gene some of that mustard because I'm almost out of the.
We were killing the mustard,
Lucky.
guys.
Oh, I was eating it because it was. I thought it was giving me energy or whatever. It was turning the tide. It was like the Iron City the week before.
How did that mustard sit in your stomach?
Oh, fine. It didn't bother me.
That's good. Yeah,
I'm
it'd be great for the holidays. And if you don't know, guys,
yeah.
it's Mucky Duck mustard, and it is good stuff. We got it sent to us, and we did a taste test in front of everyone.
Oh yeah, here's the mustard right there. It comes in barbecue sauce and salad dressing, and it was great. It was great. So Kelly McCord has a question.
I think they do. I think in professional ball, I know the offensive coordinator sits up there. I
think Terrell Austin might be upstairs.
Yeah.
And then Arthur Smith is downstairs, where last year before he got fired, Canada was upstairs and he wasn't downstairs. So, but no, I don't know. The jar's almost finished.
Yeah.
So
the only thing he didn't do is lick it like Pooh Bear. That's what my kids do.
Yeah. I can't even do Winnie the Pooh impersonation. I could probably do a Tigger. So, with this shirt, I look like goddamn Tigger.
I like that shirt.
Yeah, it's fashionable.
I've had the same sweatpants on for 2 days. I just realized that I'm a hot mess.
Well, it's just there's not enough time in a day to get stuff done. I was doing stuff. I have us all booked all week on what we're doing in our podcast tomorrow night at 9, and we're going to go live again Sunday. Everybody at the Steeler game is 4:00 Eastern time.
Yep.
Now it's probably 3:00, Central time. They play the lovely Raiders, so we'll have a watch along party. I like doing them. I think it's cool.
That's a good time. That 4 o'clock.
I don't know if I can keep doing them all the time because I usually sometimes if I have my buddies over, it gets kind of chaotic here at the house. But
that would be even more entertaining. Listen to all those.
No, I don't know. I can't have Gifford and Booth on. I can't give him a hot mic. There's no way. Definitely can't give Gifford a hot mic. He'd shut me down. So
the PC police would be.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, of course they would. Yes, but like I said, hopefully Mark will be back next week or the week after. I don't know, and we're just going to keep like I said, trudging along, and I will. We will do the 1, 2s, and 3s and the MVPs.
Maybe some negative numbers, right?
I don't know. This is harder than last week.
Oh no, I don't even know what to say. Like
there was a few bright spots.
Okay.
A few, but not a lot.
I'll let you start.
Okay, I will go with my number one. My number one. Oh man, that's a rough one. I will go. I'll give my number one to. This is hard. I'll give my number one to Joey Porter for that interception.
Okay.
I'll give him that one. Oh, Mark. Mark is in the house.
Okay. I'm going to do a negative. I'm going to do a negative number.
I'm going to put Joey Porter for one.
I'm going to give a negative number. I'm going to be negative since Mark's not here.
You're going to be negative? No, well, Mark's never negative. He's very, very positive.
He's the most positive Steeler fan I know. And it's hard to do this because I'm a big fan. But Beanie Bishop.
You're going to give Beanie Bishop what do you give him, Beanie?
-1. I'm going to give him a -1 this week because he was out of position a couple times.
We don't even have minuses.
I know, but if I could give him one, I would give him one. He should take a point away from last week because
that's your boy. That's your boy. I think maybe
there's a couple guys.
You think the prime time got to him a little bit?
I don't know. He just missed a few assignments and it just breaks my heart,
Well, that game broke my heart because I hate losing to the Cowboys. I hate these kind of games, especially when you lose with 20 seconds to go. I mean, Jesus. I mean, I know Gene was trying to calm me down. He's like, Bubba, it's okay. No, it wasn't because look, we are now in second place in the AFC North, where we were first 2 weeks ago.
You know, that's
yeah.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
You cannot lose opportunities. So now you are. Now I don't know if Mark wants to give his if he wants to, since I see him, if he wants to give a point and stuff like that, I will write it down. But Shane, you want to give a negative to Beanie Bishop?
I can't, but I would if I could. So I'm going to give. The one thing that is pretty solid is this. The special teams have been all right. So
okay, he's good. Okay.
Good?
Special teams, like who? What you're going to give?
No, I'm just going to say that
you're going to give one for special teams, the whole team.
I'm going to give one for that punter because he had a couple nice booming punts.
Okay, the punter, he did. Yeah, he had 5 punts.
Yeah, he was a busy guy, So it's pretty sad when your punter is making the top MVP number third spot.
No, because we might be that in conference wise, but I think they got the Dirty Birds ahead of us at 3-2 based on their points for and against, I believe. And Mark says, yes, we don't have any division yet wins. We need every win stock. We need to stockpile a couple wins before we get into that blizzard storm called our schedule. And I almost called a tie in that AFC Roundtree table. I called it the Roundtree. Yes, I almost come with a tie. And you know what? I was so close too. So close. But okay. So you took the punter. You had 5. And I'm getting some comments in. Okay, number 2. Oh, God. Number 2. Let's see. Shucks, this is hard. Number 2, I'll go TJ Watt. Because he got his 100 sack. And he was a little bit more on the field than he was the week before. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think that's a good one because that was a highlight, but I think he would rather not get it and win. I know.
Yes. Well, of course, but, yes. So who would your number 2 be? My
number 2, I don't know if I.
This is hard.
This is so hard because they all like they're just so mediocre this week.
No,
Joey Porter Jr.
I don't know if they were mediocre. They just couldn't stop the sieve at the end.
Yeah, I don't want to do. I don't want to.
17-13. They were leading with 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, even though Joey had an interception, I don't want to give the defense any love. You know what I mean? Well,
that's the only reason why. Well, I'm just giving. Well,
it should have been 32 to 17. Yeah. I would say Joey Porter Jr. Let's put him at number 2.
You're going to give 2 to Porter.
2 points.
Okay. You got 2 to Porter. Okay. Oh, no.
Now, what are you going to
do? I don't know who blocked the field goal. Probably was it Larry Obajobi? I'm not sure. I probably was pacing back and forth. Now, for 3 points. Oh, this is going to be hard. Shucks. Because, our offense is very, very slow starting, and we can't be having this. A lot of people in the national media is getting tired. I'm getting tired of our slow starts. It was Loudermilk? Okay, thanks, Devil. Thank you so much. Yep, I hope so, Justin. It all depends on how we play the Raiders because sometimes it's a little scary. Okay, number 3, I'm going to go on the offensive side of the ball. I'm probably because he threw for 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
And he didn't throw. He didn't,
No interception.
He didn't lose the game for us.
No.
Okay, so
you're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah. So I'm probably going to say, and he threw to Pat Fryermuth.
Yep, with that shovel pass, beautiful shovel pass.
And Loudermilk might get some points.
Is that your number one? Because I'm not doing
no.
MVP
My number 3 points, not the MVP. Is going to be I'm taking Fields for 3. Taking Fields for 3.
I'm doing the same, Bubba. I mean, there's no beating around the bush. He took care of the ball. He didn't throw any interceptions. He kept them in the game. He marched down the field with those guys, got them the score, put it in the defense's hands, and the defense couldn't deliver. Now, Fields.
Now, do you think he was concussed?
Yeah, I think his bell was wrong.
I think if it had been this week coming, and if he was concussed, the trigger would be pulled for Russell Wilson to come in.
Yeah. Do you think it's pulled? Do you think they're going to pull it?
I honestly think it's not Justin Fields' fault, but our offensive line is in shambles. Maybe Russell Wilson's split decision can be a little bit more. Maybe he's a little bit more accurate with the ball. I mean, look at that Allen guy come in and threw a hell of a pass. And like Mark said, but now I believe he's practicing with the second team. Russell Wilson is. We cannot go 3 weeks in a row. If we go 3 to 4 weeks in a row, it's going to be hard to come back.
Yeah, I think that if they lose against the Raiders, you pop smoke and you bring in the new guy, which is not a new guy, he's an old guy. But
right. But also too, our receivers are weak. And also too, that wasn't his fault on a lot of them passes. Pickens should have had that one pass, and Connor Hayward should have had that pass. So there was 2 to 3 passes that were catchable that they didn't catch. That's not on Justin Fields. That's on the receivers. That's why now our receivers are very, very weak. I think our receivers are ranked last in the NFL, I believe. Definitely with no touchdowns. We don't have a touchdown yet.
Yeah, guys. And that just, I mean, it proves the point. The Steelers were getting by, but they can't get by anymore. They need another wide receiver, Well, now Calvin Austin's been doing good, but
the thing is though, our running game is not where it needs to be. Losing all those offensive linemen have actually hurt us. It's like absolutely. A MASH 4077 unit with Hawkeye and Trapper trying to put people together. So, okay. So you said, who did you say?
Fields is number 3.
Okay. Fields is number 3. Okay. Now I'll review this again. My number 1 pick was we'll do the MVP here last. My number 1 point was Porter. Yours was the punter, Waltman. 2 was TJ Watt with the sack, which is 100 and sack. And yours was Porter. Both of us have Justin Fields.
Yeah.
We do have. Yeah. So, okay, we may trade. Ooh. Well, we might. I don't know what we're going to do. I have no idea. I got nothing. Nothing. Because if we lose, which I don't want to see us losing, but if we have a losing streak of 3 to 4, Washington Commanders are no slouch. And even the Giants aren't a slouch. These games I thought were going to be Steeler. Every game is like a slugfest. So the games we should have won, realistically, we should be 5-0. I mean, but I should be 195 pounds, so they ain't helping either. So this is a hard one. But my MVP for this in the Hooley Dooley University Awards this week is a man who got his first touchdown, and he's got paid big money. And as crazy as it sounds, he needs to be more of the offense. And he got some passes caught to him, and he looked pretty good. I'm going to go with Pat Freiermuth.
Yeah, I would have made him my MVP, but I think he dropped one.
Did he? I can't remember because I was too
But
busy
guys,
screaming.
I tell you what, yeah, he looked
I know he
good.
caught a touchdown, so that's what I was. That's why I gave him an MVP.
I don't have one this week, guys. I'm looking at the stats, and in my opinion, you don't get an MVP if you
Sign
leave in
AB.
that fashion.
AB's going to be at the tailgate party. Him and Le'Veon Bell. Kevin Adams' tailgate party, the terrible tailgate. He makes a lot of money on that tailgate party too.
Oh, I bet.
His dad told me he makes tons. Is he? We need some running backs. I mean, hopefully Highsmith is – the defense without Highsmith has shown me that we still need Highsmith in our defense. So when he gets back from injury, we need to plug him in because we seem a little better with Highsmith. Nothing against Herbig, but Herbig is not a 95% snappy kind of guy. He just goes in a couple plays, and he makes a difference. Just my opinion right now. Unless he gets a little bit of weight put on him, maybe. I don't know. And this thing with George Pickens is ridiculous. So your MVP.
I'm not giving one because I think
you're not giving one.
I would say the grounds crew is my MVP.
The grounds crew. There you go.
Yeah, for picking up all the
grounds crew. It is
grounds crew 3 points.
I should have said security because security having all those crazy
Willie
people
Parker,
with their shirts
Loudermilk.
off and
Snell's coming back.
The grounds crew. It is.
Grounds
That's
crew,
your MVP.
bitch. That's it.
Yeah, you get 5. You get the big points. Gene said Loudermilk. Yeah, I only took Freiermuth because of that touchdown. This game was just astronomical. Nothing that I would think because the Steelers cannot let quarterbacks throw for 300 and some yards. Receivers were getting open like gangbusters. And the running game of a poorly run offense of running attack by the Cowboys did not they didn't slow down.
I knew we were going to have to talk about this, so I watched some of the video of some of the plays. Okay. How can you be an NFL receiver and not beat someone 1-on-1? And Pickens wasn't doing that a lot of plays he just kind of like,
he had that tape across. Was that photoshopped or was that tape really like that? Like throw me the ball or I'm always open or whatever.
I don't know, but they need 2 receivers. I say trade Pickens, get someone that has some ass to him. I know I'm going to get that.
Watt is the MVP again. If Muth got more targets, he would have produced. I think he's our best receiver besides Pickens. And
yes, I agree.
I think he gives it 100% because I think in the locker room he was calling people out. I think. I
agree.
I didn't
he's
watch
a leader in the locker room.
Well, and get this. I don't know why. Well, that could be it too. But who are we gonna get? Like he was he sat down for a series, which is maybe I was eating pretzels at the time.
You're high on mucky duck
I'm high on mucky duck mustard. You just can't have that. You cannot go half-heartedly at running pass routes. You can't. You just can't. And I don't know. And I thought our receiving core would be the strength, wouldn't be the weakness of our team. But
I didn't think so preseason. I thought, we can make it through. The Steelers can make it through with what they have.
No.
They can do.
And Mark, I seen that. That was a dirty play. Pickens grabbed that Cowboys face mask. I'm surprised, he didn't get ejected from the game. I mean, this is
Yeah, he picked that up guy sideways.
yeah, I am on both accounts, Mighty Duck and Iron City. I can't answer that, Mark. I mean, Hines Ward was you know what, Lynn Swan. Well, John Stallworth wasn't a diva. Stallworth was all that in a bag of chips. Yeah, that's true.
John, hey John, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been?
You're absolutely right. He didn't put a lot of effort.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Where was that fire? 4 minutes before that. But we're shitting on the receivers.
Well, we have to because
they scored enough.
They haven't scored anything.
Well, no, I'm just saying the offense scored enough to win. What the hell happened to the defense?
Well, like I said, the offense has to convert third downs. 5 out of 13 is not converting.
No,
and it's not helping the defense. And once they're out there a lot, well, that's what happens when I say they get out there. And I was on the Roundtree last week, and I said, hey, our offense, if we got 7 to 8 minutes, we score, our defense is sitting on the sidelines, well rested. TJ Watt is well rested, and it's good to go. But it doesn't happen. It's not happening like that. And Dak Prescott was just lighting us up. And lighting us up with receivers I never even heard of before. Yeah, I wish we had him as a coach. Yep, terrible. This game reminds me of this because I was at this game, the Houston Texan game, when Tommy Maddox threw 2 interceptions for touchdowns and fumbled the ball, and we had 300 and some yards total offense, and we still lost the game. And the Texans had 50 yards of total offense. Kind of like that. I mean, not as, whatever, but I mean, something to that. Well, that's 2 games they have to wash away. And the Raiders is very, very scary. I hate playing the Raiders out there. I know last year was a little different, but I remember a couple times they came into Pittsburgh and beat us a couple times. I've been in a couple of those games, especially the Pryor 90-yard touchdown. Terrell Pryor scored 90 yards against us, man, and he couldn't even throw a lick. Now he's working at Dollar General. Let me get some comments here. Yeah, it's you're probably right. It is a generation thing. It's the way of these what is this?
Millennials?
Millennials, or is that what it is?
Millennials.
Centennials. Yeah. Hey Pepper, what's up? So yeah, I mean,
got the whole cast and crew in here today.
Yeah,
guys.
I mean, we do appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9. Like I said, we're gonna go live. You guys can. I'll put the link out. I think it's gonna be probably 3:30 pre-gaming 3:30, and then 4:00. It's a 4:05 game. So
I'm gonna at 4:00. You're gonna see me put Mucky Duck on a hot dog. So
I don't know if I have any much. I don't have much. I'm gonna have to. I'm a millennial.
George T. millennial with Jack Lambert as his with a yellow rose.
I don't know. I didn't know. I just seen it. Speaking of Jack Lambert, I just seen a video of Jack Lambert because he used to have that training camp back in the 80s. Because I wanted to go to it when I was a kid. And he was telling this kid, he goes, you come on the field, you better put 100%. This ain't ballerina. You know what I mean? He had his hat on and his shorts. Hey, Jack was no joke. So what am I? Am I a boomer?
I think that we're boomers.
Oh, we're boomers? What's Gen Z? What? Oh, my God.
I'm at the cusp of Gen Z and being a boomer, I think.
What's Gen Z? 30 to 40 or 40 to 50? I don't know. I get this all confused. I don't know.
Adrian, I don't know.
Some millennials have good taste.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a boomer. Oh, he's George. Yeah, because he has a Lambert. He was just messing around.
Yeah, he's a boomer.
Gen
I knew
X.
he's a boomer.
Oh
There's
my
two
God, I was
generations
born-
between Shane.
I don't know. You're young. That's what you are. 1990. That's what you are. Holy shit. Oh my God.
I was just driving a car then.
I
was driving a car.
1990. I graduated in 1989. 1990. I had to, because I wrecked my parents' car 2 days before the prom. So I had to pay back my dad all that money on a head-on collision right in front of Pikel's. Head on. I broke the steering wheel with my head. And then I went to school because I tried to skip school using my parents' car. And I went over to Jeff Booth's house and I don't know what happened. I stopped this truck. Boom. That's why now they have that intersection in front of Pikel's, that other turnoff lane.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have it back then. So I survived the head-on collision with a four-wheel drive truck, broke the steering wheel, went to school that day, and got my license suspended. I could not drive to school anymore. And I had to pay back my dad all my graduation money and work for the summer to pay off the car. Because I had my mom drive me and my my prom date. What a joke.
That's classic Bubba. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Classic craziness. 1960. Yeah, I'm 71.
I got my driver's license the day of the prom.
Oh, wow. My mom's a boomer. My mom's a baby boomer, or the 1940s.
Well,
I guess
Bubba,
I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer.
So Wednesday,
these.
what are we're gonna sit here and just bitch and moan, or are we gonna?
Well, we're gonna dissect we're gonna dissect this loss like it's a biology exam.
I don't know. I think we should just talk about.
Well, we're gonna talk a lot about the receiving core and this situation with George Pickens.
There you go.
And will we see Russell Wilson sometimes
There
soon?
you go.
And also the injuries are just they're stacking. They're stacking on us, man. They're just that's another reason why we're hurting is all these injuries. We are going to win, Gene. I believe that. We're going to win.
Pepper.
Because you got Devontae Adams not even wanting to play for the friggin'. I guess him and Max Crosby want to leave. Well, I'd like to hear Ben's take on it too. Well, you know what? He'll have a quick release, maybe. I don't know. I got nothing. We need to get a couple wins before we go through this blizzard storm of our schedule.
Yeah, I would like to see before I could give two shits about Adams, but now I'm like, let's pay him the money. You got to pay to play, guys.
But I think you could get somebody else. I think there's somebody else.
Who, Bubba?
I don't know. He's just as bad. He's got an attitude too.
They all have
attitudes. Like
it's like finding a stripper without life problems.
I think there should be a base pay. Every position there be a base pay, and then you don't have these attitudes. Like how much money is so much money? Like I understand, you know what I mean. But if you're a coal miner going underneath the ground, you're not getting paid $17 million. And if you're working on a building and you're up 300 feet, you're not getting paid $17 million. Or if you're fighting for our country, you're not getting paid $17 million. Like there should be a base, I mean, how much is too much?
Well, you can see it right now that they're getting look at the news anchors. They're getting too much money, and they're getting millions of dollars, and they're not getting any eyeballs. 80% of the country used to watch the nightly news. Now it's like they're getting maybe 5 million a night.
I haven't watched the nightly news in years.
I haven't either. But they're still getting that big time money, and now they're just cutting the staff, and they're realizing that
they're all like Tom says, they're all divas. Well,
that's going to happen with the NFL. That happened with the running backs. Running backs used to demand big money, but now that's not the premium spot to make the money. Now it's the receiver.
I could sleep with 30 mil, Gene. I could sleep with 1 mil. I could sleep like a big baby with 1 mil. I could do everything I've ever wanted to do, and wouldn't have to. I mean, I just went grocery shopping the other day, and I didn't buy any sweets. Not one sweet. Not like.
What's your go-to sweet when you go to the Giant Eagle?
Well,
if I go to
Aldi's or Walmart, it's chocolate chip cookies, and it's peanut M&Ms. But then, I mean, a bag of peanut M&Ms are like $5. You know what? It's $7 for a bag of damn apples now.
You should just drive to Sam's Club. It's so much,
I know, but you know what? Sam's Club, I could get a box of granola bars. And I get, I don't know, say 2 detergents and a pack of dishwasher tablets. Right there, $75.
Yeah.
Sucks.
But if you go to Dollar General, you get 8 garbage bags for $5, or you can get 13. You get 200 at
Well,
Sam's
I'm glad we didn't get him either. And I don't want the drama of trying to get a receiver, because I'm all tired out of that drama of receiving drama. I can go for $5 million. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Sting should play. I don't know. He could come down from the rafters, Gene.
Yeah,
Hopefully he can catch a ball. And he could hit everybody with the bat and score a touchdown, and we're going to beat the Cowboys.
I find that he is he finally saw him as his age. Like a couple years ago, you look at like this Stinger looks pretty good, and then you see him like, oh wow,
he's 65. He's 66 years old.
He's old. Yeah,
but
he's old.
Give it up for Sting for taking some of them hard table shots, hardcore matches, and then like his last match, him and Darby Allin, and Darby going through glass. And Darby weighs about $139. I just got to be at the right place at the right time, and I don't even know. Little Debbie snap cakes. Oh, I like the Little Debbie oatmeal cakes. You like them?
I don't.
I like them. I can eat a whole box of them.
They're too rich. I can't do those anymore.
Too rich?
Not rich like money wise. It's just
like rich.
You take one bite. You take one bite, and you're like, tweaking.
Oh, it's too.
I can't even drink a can of soda that's not sugar free.
Well, I had Coca-Cola. Was it Coke Zero? Coke Zero. I had.
Yeah.
I had a Mexican wrap at Sheetz on my way home, because I had to pick up my lovely medication.
We got Mexican Cokes at Sam's Club, and they're delicious.
Mexican Cokes? Nutter Butters. I never had them.
I'll have to get you some Mexican Cokes. I'll bring you one.
Always hit up Dollar Store. Yeah, that and the Dollar Store's not even $1 anymore. Yeah, I have to quit that too, because I have a big get healthy thing for work, and I do want to. I do want to get in shape. It's so hard. I wish I was like Devil. My lats are big, and the only thing
thick and rugged.
Yeah, well, I'm a big dude, but
you're thick
still.
and rugged.
But still, I need to shed some weight. Sugar free. I like sugar free. It's $1 billion. It's like Gladiator. Yeah, he's absolutely right. It's $1 billion. It's probably $1 trillion. Trillion.
Yeah, I would say. I think the Cowboys are estimated to be worth like $2 billion, and the Steelers.
I don't know why.
About $1 billion.
I think we had that game. That game so far this year is the New England Patriot game of last year for me, and I never got over it. It's like dating somebody and they break up with you and you never got over it. I stayed up all most of the night Sunday. I was so pissed. I slept downstairs, not because I was supposed to. I always watch TV if I know I'm not working. I always watch TV, and I don't want to bother my wife because she had to go to work Monday, but I was watching TV. So. But then I was just like, man, I wish, why couldn't we just stop them on third down? Why? Why can't we stop them on third down anymore?
Yeah.
Is boggles my mind. It's something that last 2 games, like we were doing it so good the first 3 games. And no offense, I think Justin Herbert's a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. You know what I mean?
Agree. Dak Prescott. He had 2 freaking interceptions.
I know.
But that last drive, he looked like Johnny Unitas back there, and
visions of Roger Staubach.
Yeah, Staubach back there.
Yeah, so does my beer. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't had an energy drink in a couple days. I do the C4, and I do that just to get through my day at work, which is not good. 190 billion. Wow. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's crazy. So,
but also too, once these guys retire that we know, all these younger people, I wouldn't know who they are, and how could they be the face of? I mean, I know you get faces in the NFL after a generation, but let's just look at it this way: you don't have quarterbacks like Tom Brady coming out and lighting them up. Like now, look at the Buffalo Bills; they're 3-2. Josh Allen was supposed to be a somebody. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how we lost either. I'm going to blame it on the defense. The defense not shutting them down when they needed to.
That coverage. I mean, he was literally that far from just making that one play on that ball.
The one receiver up top, he was always open on the top. He was always open. They were always open.
First half of call run play. I don't understand that.
Oh my. Oh yeah, no sugar for you, dear. Yeah, some of the plays were, I don't know. And Najee still, I got nothing. I don't know. I mean, he's good at like a screen pass. He got some yards on that, but other than that, that's it. What are we going to do? Just throw him the ball out of the backfield and let him run? Maybe that's what we should do.
I don't know. Maybe Adam Sandler will make a appearance as Bobby Boucher.
Well, we don't have any backups. We got Ward and that Shalamalakan, you know what I mean? Until Jalen Warren comes back or, Cordell Patterson. I don't. That's a good one. Yeah, me too. I got married.
What, John? Men don't press charges?
I don't.
Just joking.
I don't think they're going to win 24-7 or 24-0. I think our secondary is not up to par right now.
Afton put in Shamklin. Didn't just they sign another? Yeah, that kid.
I think they did.
That kid's a good story. He was a substitute teacher last year.
Was he?
Yeah.
Well, then God bless him. I mean, he's living the American dream.
Now he's doing it. So I have that's what I like to hear.
Good stories. Well, I'm not. I just hate when we lose, Mark. I don't like these. Because I have a lot of Cowboy people that I know, and I never hear the end of it.
Yeah, we're not.
Surprisingly, they live in Western Pennsylvania. Surprisingly.
Yeah, they also wear bedazzled jeans.
Bedazzled, skinny jeans that are bedazzled.
Skinny jeans, or they wear ones from like 10 years ago with little rhinestones and shit on them. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, I mean Harvard. I mean, you got to know you got to be smart. Look, we'll talk about this upcoming game tomorrow. The lineage of the Raiders, Steelers. The 70s and the smash mouth of the and we're going into the black hole.
Yeah.
Well, in this conversation, he's got to do more, and I like him too, but I don't know what's wrong with him. I just think he's not hitting the hole, and I think he's waiting for a hole, and it's not opening up.
Just he doesn't have the mojo. What's Carlo say? Jamie Carlo?
We're not a scoring team, so we have to squeak it out by a low score.
Yeah, they should have squeaked.
And we're not a fast starter. We don't even have a premature touchdowns. Oh, we need a couple Vike. What do you call it? What do you pills?
The blue
blue pills. We need the offense needs a couple blue pills.
Maybe you know what though? They pipe in Renegade when they're making that generic Viagra.
Well, I heard Renegade, and I thought
stiffness.
I thought it was gonna, they do that for that stop. They just couldn't stop them. I don't know. Las Vegas it's a black hole. Yeah. I'm just trying to keep up with all these comments. No, I don't give up on him yet because he's a slow starter like our offense. So game 8 or 9, he'll be rushing for 100 and some yards, and he'll get 1,000 yards.
Pepper really has to live with it because she's down there in the Republic of Texas.
Well, so does DB and Steelers Syndicate. Like
that's right.
You know what I mean? Like he's down right in
every dick whistle and
I bet. Yep.
Trollop wants to say, "What happened to your Steelers?"
The part about it is we just shot ourselves in the foot.
What happened to the Steelers?
You got to play 60 minutes. Like Kyle always said, 60 minutes as I freezed up there. 60 minutes. He has to, or he's not going to get signed, Mark. He needs to start pulling out 100 and some yard games back to back, and they're not going to sign him. They're just going to keep Jalen Warren, and they'll just draft a running back in the draft next year.
Yeah, premature.
Oh, God. Not much fun.
Syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I even think to myself, like when teams are, you know you're not going to stop a team, and they're running the clock down.
They suck,
think sometimes
Gene.
just let them
They
score,
suck.
You know,
they suck, Gene. Tomorrow I have to go on the Roundtree table, or the table Roundtree, and I got to deal with the guy from Cleveland. Mark's a lot nicer than me, God bless him, and they're nice guys. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know much about any other team. Like I don't know much about Cincinnati because they suck.
Look like a guy that picks his scabs,
and
like
the Ravens. Picker. That guy, he does a sports show. Ravens. I mean, he worked for the Ravens. So, I mean, I'm going in against, whatever. I mean, and then this is the funny part. I went to go buy a light because one of those guys said on the comments, "Oh, typical Steeler Yinzer can't afford a light on his podcast. It's so dark." So I went to go buy one because, you know what? I have a light right here. So I just cranked it up a little bit, No, you're okay, Mark.
This is my light. I use a lamp, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean.
I bought one of those fancy ones.
No,
that looks like shit.
Cool, Mark. I read the comments and I'm like, okay, because there's not a lot of Steeler. A couple of the guys from here go in and I appreciate it. I see them, and they give the Steeler love, but it's a big. He had that show last week had over 3,000 views on YouTube. I mean, that ain't no whatever, That's no small time potatoes there. Oh, I hope that don't happen.
It'll be a meltdown.
I was there when Bruce oh, Jesus Christ, I keep forgetting his name. Bruce
Willis.
Not
Wayne.
Bruce Willis.
I'm just making it harder for you to remember now, Bubba, by throwing his names in there.
Gritsaki, or he was a Steeler backup. Jesus, somebody will help me. I know someone will. Gradowski or something. He beat the Steelers. He was a backup because Ben scored, and then he went down and scored. I was at that game. And I was at that game where Rich Gannon beat us opening day of Ben's rookie year. Well, I'll try.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there it is.
You know what? I'm gonna get a mic.
Yes, that was him, Adrian. Thank you. I'm thinking Minskule. Doesn't he Minskule? The Napoleon Dynamite's uncle. Yes, that's who it was.
Rukowski.
Yes. I looked at everything, and one of them said, "You dumbass, it wasn't 6 when your team was on the couch." We will see. Well, they didn't play good either. We shot ourselves in the foot. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Well, I mean, yeah. Sucks. 3-2. My MVP was Pat Fryermuth. Yours was the grounds crew. And then next week, hopefully we have a lot to cheer about, and we will talk about that tomorrow and talk about it probably before the live stream. There's a lot of fans that are bad. Philadelphia Eagles fans are bad too. And the New England Patriots.
Guys,
Yeah.
like I would have to say.
I mean, they probably say the same thing about Steeler fans.
Yeah, 60% of the NFL fans are not people you'd want to be babysitting your dog or your kids.
No.
Okay.
I
Really?
don't know. I'm look, if you cut me right now, I bleed black and gold. It'll be dripping right out of my friggin' veins. I mean, look at my house. It's just like yellow. It's not like
My kitchen's like a yellow.
the magic
I wanna
8
paint it
ball
blue.
will get us through the season. Yeah. Oh,
Seriously.
let's do that. You got the magic
Okay,
8 ball?
I'll pull it
we
up.
will ask the question right now. Gene, ask
Here we
the
go,
question
kids.
before we get out of here.
Let me pull up the fate ball. What are we going to ask it?
Gene asked, will we get through this season? Magic 8 ball.
Okay, let me pull it up, kids.
Pull it up.
I got to make it the right size.
Oh, come on, Adrian. Can't be doubtful in that.
Okay.
You got
Now
it.
I just got to share it.
Okay.
Guys, this is like magic. I gotta summon it from the underworld.
Ooh.
Okay.
It is Halloween time.
Okay, ask it the question.
Okay. Let me get to Gene's question. Magic 8 ball. Will we get through this season?
You got to specify. Get through the season what?
In a positive way.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know what you're asking. So
okay, here we go. Magic 8 ball. Will we get through this season on a positive note?
Have a win like over 500 record.
Have a winning record.
Okay,
Well,
Magic 8 ball. Come on, let's go, Magic 8 ball.
I should have said the playoffs. Shit.
Winning record.
We get in the playoffs.
It is certain they're going to have a winning record.
Well, there we go. Both. Winning record and in the playoffs.
Okay.
There we go. Those are the quarterbacks. Yes. Oh, wait. Hold on. I got another one. Oh, you took it down.
I know. I can put it back up.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Magic 8 ball. Will Pickens get traded this season?
Without a doubt.
Oh, shit. Oh, well. That happens. You heard it here first. Okay, here's another one. Tom got this one. Okay. Magic 8 ball. Will Russ start in week 7? This has to be the only podcast that does this with a Magic 8 ball. Has to be. We can incorporate it in all these shows. Okay. Will Russell Wilson be the starting quarterback in week 7? Ooh, yes. Okay, I have a couple. Don't take it off. I have one more. We have Magic 8 ball. Will we have at least one fun game to watch this year? That means we must be blowing somebody out. Yeah, all these nail biting games is kind of hard. Very doubtful. Oh, shit. That's funny. Oh, man.
Well, I think that's about it for the Magic 8 ball.
Yeah. On that one, that note, because every game's like a heart attack. Last 2 games, I mean, Colts game, I was okay. Last Cowboys game, I was not. I'm 1 for 1. 1 for 1. Will Coach T have a red flag this year? I hope. So, okay. Well, we got the Hewley Dooley awards for the week. We wish Mark all the best. I know he was in the comment section commenting. Mark, our thoughts and prayers are with you, buddy. We're with you all the way. Anything that we can do for you, just let us know, and we will do it. And I will step up in your honor and try to do the best I can tomorrow. And I'll give him hell, Captain. So we shall see. And I better watch some highlights because I have nothing to talk about. I'll watch it at work tomorrow. The highlights of the Ravens Cincy game, and the Redskins just mulched them. So that guy ain't got much to say, So, but okay, no problem, brother. So everybody, Shane, you got anything to say before we get out of here?
No, guys. If you want to watch a little bit of college ball, going to be some good games going on this weekend. And my other podcast is West Virginia Mountaineer Mafia. So
it's right here. It is right here. Boom, right there. He's got 6 other West Virginia podcasts the same. Yeah. So, yeah.
No. This week we're having Terry Bowden, son of Bobby Bowden. Terry Bowden coached a few places. So, yep.
Thanks, Mark. We're trying.
See you guys.
And, you're right. Let's get a win for Archie. So, everybody, thanks. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 p.m. on the Steelers Dynasty Podcast. We will be going live Sunday, another streaming live. Myself and Shane and Pretzels, and I don't know what else I got to do, but share, like, and subscribe. And we're almost at 200 in our own Steelers Dynasty Podcast. But also, we'll be back next Tuesday with the Hooly Dooly Awards. Myself, Shane, and if Mark is here, Mark will be back at host. But you guys have a great night, and we do appreciate you guys coming in and spending your Tuesday nights with us. We appreciate it, and this is awesome. We love this Steeler community. I do. I think it's great. You guys are great. You guys are better than the people that I'm friends with because my friends don't even jump on. So you guys, thumbs up. I give you guys props. I appreciate it, and I can't wait for the December 21st so we can all drink a beer if you guys are coming down, and we'll be doing it in the Christmas at McFadden's. So everybody, good night, and we'll see you guys. Have a great night, and we'll see you guys tomorrow on the Steelers Dynasty Podcast. But we'll be back next week for the Hooly Dooly Awards. Good night, everybody.
I went back in time and I got my hair. Went back in time and I Steelers Nation Australia headband. We'll get you some high socks. We'll get you some like these shorts.
Hey, you're standing up.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's like balls of fury.
So when JJ52 says, will Ray Gun make the 53? No, she's cut.
If you're not going to take Ray Gun, I know a place in Western Pennsylvania where she'll fit right in. Right at the cookie table at a wedding.
She could be my second string long
Call her
snap.
Dr. Boogie or the Dr. Get Down and tell her she has a PhD in Get Down. Like, play the music,
You know what? If she'd had some bling, and looked like LL Cool J and someone gonna knock me